Well, this was great. Oh, by the way, who has an Amato shirt? Yeah, this guy. This guy. 120th, the original Amatos. And so if you're going to send me a Amatos hat there, or give me a Amatos hat, Dana, that doesn't have the Amatos famous tomato, you're wrong. You're wrong. So Dana gave me an Amatos hat, or did he send it to me? I can't remember. It's just black, but it didn't have this. And here I am griping about Dana sending me something for free that I got, that I wear, but it didn't have the Amatos tomato. You're wrong, Dana. Anyway, dude. Oh, no, muddy. Oh, Finny. Oh, look at that. Just made a big old mess. Oh, man, the sure was going to kill me. Because it's rain out, he's getting all muddy. I already washed him one day because he's all muddy. Oh, dude, look at that. Trouble with a capital T. Anyway, I went for my first 5 mile walk in probably 3 months today. Oh man, my feet are gonna be torn up something wicked. I can already feel my legs. I'm like, Liam's like, let's play basketball. I said, I can't freaking walk. Oh, painful. All right, so what the hell was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I was I got this shirt because my brother, no, my sister's husband ordered some Amatos and bought these shirts for the whole scanned clams. That's pretty cool. Anyway, so I'm working with a guy today from New Jersey, and he hadn't been on his right capital for 2 years. He wants to go outside. Oh boy. Just trying to sit outside and make some money doing videos, boys. Come on. What are you doing? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to pay the rent, dogs. I'm trying to pay the rent. What's up, dog? Just chill. All right. Anyway, so I'm working with this guy from, I can't remember. It was New Jersey. I remember where he's from. I'm not gonna say. He hadn't been on Right Capital for 2 years. He's like, man, I got to update. I said, really? So we started talking to him about his net worth had increased, even though we just got smoked with a market decline last year. Why? Well, because he's been paying out his mortgage and he's been adding to his portfolio. Isn't that interesting? So paying down your mortgage, adding to your portfolio, and he hadn't looked at 2 years, and he's right back where he was 2 years ago, before the 20 to 25% market decline. Shocking, isn't it? Huh. And now he's got more in his portfolio, which is lower. That way, if the market ever comes back around, it'll be worth more in 2 years because he's been plugging. This isn't rocket science, folks. Ow, ow, ow. Jeez, stuck in my foot with his big old paws. What are you doing? This isn't rocket science. You're paying off your mortgage. You're building equity. You're increasing net worth. You're adding to your portfolio, regardless of what the markets are doing, up and down. You may or may not be adding to your net worth because the markets could be taken away from you. But if the markets revert back to some kind of level of normalcy, you'll be making money. It's just, why get all caught up in the day-to-day iterations? I don't get it. Oh, by the way, I just saw looking at Schwab for the bond, the fixed income stuff is looking attractive. It's looking attractive. Schwab's 5.5% on treasuries now. What was it? Mortgage-backed securities was like, yeah, that's pretty good. I think I saw Ginnie Mae is 5. I might buy this myself. Ginnie Mae was 5.5%. I think it matures in 2042. I said, yeah, that looks pretty attractive. If I can lock in 5.5 with a government agency that goes to helping veterans finance their homes, I'm pretty comfortable with that. So this guy works for a company that laid him off, that sent him packing because he's too highly paid because he's been doing it for 40 years, and they're close the whole office. And I said, this is the type of corporate America you're investing in. Is you're investing in corporate America who are going to lay off their most productive, though most highly compensated people, and there's no one behind him, no one who's got the efficiency he's got. Yeah, he might cost more, but you're going to replace him with some freaking fresh-faced kid from India, essentially, or some fresh-faced kid from McKinsey, whatever the work. These guys don't know crap. You see what I'm saying? Especially this guy's, especially in a line of work that is pretty integral in terms of you have to have a knowledge base behind it. So we're gonna let you go for $96,000. We're gonna hire a kid for $50,000 who doesn't know his freaking head from the hole in the ground. He'll make an unlimited amount of mistakes. He'll probably be gone in 3 to 5 years because he can't deal with the stress. He doesn't work nearly as hard as this guy. Oh, but that's good for corporate America because they downsized. They got rid of a $96,000 salary and replaced with 50. So the balance sheet looks like a net win, doesn't it? And when they announced the layoffs, at corporate America, the stock goes up because we just laid off these old crusty guys who are making too much money. We're going to replace them with cheap labor, and the stock will go up because it looks like a good thing from price earnings ratios because they're increasing their earnings. How they increase their earnings? By lowering their labor costs. Labor is the most expensive part of a corporation. I sit there. I'm sitting there thinking, if I can get 5.5% and never touch another corporation again, I'm pretty comfortable with that. This isn't, these corporations are freaking idiots, dude. They hire these DEI, what the hell is it called? DEI, die guys, diverse, equity, inclusion. These guys aren't profit margins for their FTE. So they look at profit per full-time employee. Sometimes it'll be revenue, sometimes it'll be profit. Profit per FTE. You look at the diversity, equity, and inclusion officers, there's no profit per FTE either. That's a net loss. And yet they're bringing them on. And then they're going to fire my guy, $96,000, 40 years, he's been busting his ass, and they're going to bring on some fresh-faced kid who's freaking doesn't know his butt from the hole in the ground. And you're like, oh, look at our profit margins. They're going to go up, for a freaking quarter. But then once this kid makes all these mistakes, and you got these DEI guys who don't know their head from the hole in the ground telling you, you need more training. You need more training for diversity. You're like, dude, you want to be part of this? I'm like, I could just take 5.5% of Ginnie Mae and help veterans buy houses. But I get it, dude. I'm going to buy a significant portion of Ginnie Mae tomorrow, most likely. I might wake up in the morning and change my mind, but I don't like corporate America anymore. I don't like hearing these stories about corporate America laying off their best, most productive men, in particularly, and bringing back people that aren't worth anything. And on top of that, hiring DEI. If you got a DEI officer, you're not serious, dude. You're not serious about profit margins. I find it funny. A corporation, the whole point was to serve the shareholder. Fiduciary responsibility to the shareholder. Make sure we're maximizing the value to the owners of the company. That's what a corporation is supposed to do. A publicly traded corporation, we're supposed to maximize the results to the shareholder. Hiring DEI guys, laying off productive people, that's not maximizing shareholder value. It's just not. It's quasi-socialistic, where you have a freaking commissar, basically a DEI officer is nothing more than a commissar, a political officer. That's all it is. Joey said something offensive to friggin' Marigold, and Joey, he needs to be training. He needs to go. Joey's like, dude, I'm 65 years old, man. I've been doing this for 35 years. What I say is offensive. You assume Marigold's pronouns. What? You need training. And if you don't take training, we're going to let you go because you're an old man and you're discriminatory. We're going to bring on a friggin' Monsoon guy from friggin' Monsoon. I don't know what a good name. We're going to be on some guy friggin', what's a good, like a rich kid name who doesn't, like, I don't know. Friggin' Jake from State Farm. We're going to bring on Jake from State Farm who's never worked a dime in his life, but he only needs $50,000 a year because he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. But the guy we're going to fire needs $96,000 a year. No, that makes sense from a corporate P&L perspective. No, it doesn't. It's freaking nuts. You can feel the revival happening. And the revival, I think, is going to be a good thing. There's going to be some hard times coming, though. I think the revival is going to be a good thing where people say, I'm throwing off the chains that bind me of the oppressors being corporate America because they don't look out for me. So this guy's telling me, too, these people go down their office, laying off these people, and they just say, we're closing down the whole office. No, like literally, no friggin' warning, nothing. Just go in there where the whole office is laid off. Thankfully, he lives in New Jersey, so he gets a decent unemployment amount, which is stupid. But so much tax this guy's paid to the state of New Jersey since 1910, essentially. He's still a net contributor to a state of New Jersey, stupid Governor Murphy. But no one wants unemployment who's working. You see what I'm saying? So he's going to get a little bit of unemployment, but he's fine because he's like, dude, I was going to retire anyway. It's the people who are freaking 45 years old trying to raise a family. They go to the office, sorry, no help wanted. That's not the way it's supposed to be done, dude. They're not shooting people like Rockefeller did in the killing the children and wives of minors in Colorado. Literally, that's what Rockefeller Jr. did. He hired the sheriff's thugs to go kill the miners and their children and wives in Colorado in the 1910s. And just magically after that, they developed the Rockefeller Foundation to buy off all the negative people who were talking smack on Rockefeller. And we all fell for it. Rockefeller Foundation, the Rockefeller Institute, Rockefeller Charities and all that. Oh, it's Rockefellers. And then I'm on the Council for Foreign Relations. It's Rockefellers. That's great. Yeah, you just murdered a bunch of women and children who happen to be married to a miner who is striking because you guys are treating them like scumbags. And you can see we're not there yet, and it probably won't be there, but you can feel it, right? The corporate don't give two craps, dude. I guess that's a rant I didn't want to go on. So, Amados,